Hello and welcome back to No Man's Sky. This is ElanPaul with your Voyagers story mode playthrough of 2025. So we're at that point where we've completed the Artemis storyline, and I'm very sorry about episode 16 being as cut up as it was. Had some serious issues with that one. But anyway, moving along, we're actually going to see what we can't knock out before we tackle the Atlas storyline. There's a couple other missions we need to tackle first. So first things first, I want to get rid of some of these other ones. We're going to do industrial surveying, collecting fossils, just to get them off of our radar, because I'm getting tired of them sitting in here. This one's very simple. Once you've installed your survey device, you've learned the survey device that is from the anomaly, and learned an industrial unit, installed the survey device, which we've done all that. We have to use our analysis visor in order to find certain things, just to clear this out. So as we pull up that, it should show it here. There it is. To go ahead and do so. So enable surveying. So we're going to go ahead and exit our building here and take a look around. So we want to hit the 1 button. So pinpoint an electromagnetic hotspot. We got to go to the lightning bolt here. And as you can see, there's nothing around. Yeah, that's what sucks about the magnetic hotspots are harder to find than the others. Is that, that's a whole bunch of... Oh, there is one nearby. What do you know? They're usually very difficult to find, but that's a whole bunch of sac venom, if I remember correctly. Am I right? Yep. Sac venom. Interesting. Alright. So we're going to head towards it. It looks like it's in this general vicinity. So let's get our jetpack going. We're going to go up to the other hill. If we can make it with this jetpack. Maybe. Yep, almost made it. That's okay. Alright, so turn. So if we go this way, you see it's telling us to go left. Same thing to the right, so you kind of try to narrow it down to wherever it might be. And as we get closer, we just have to log that we found it. Okay, 55 that way. That's not very big of a jump. And as soon as you get within about 5 of it, it should change over. There we go. And you just hold still. Let it finish its analysis, and you're done. That's 1. So, what else? And that's it. Apparently, we have completed that one. It is done. That's all we had to do. Next is collecting fossils. So we're going to switch over to that. We have to learn a fossil blueprint. Okay, good. So where's our ship? Let's pull our ship in. I don't feel like running back to it right now. There we go. And here we are. Okay, good deal. Can we even learn it? I have to think about this. Do we have the ability to learn it? You notice that we have wiring looms, but I do not have any salvage data. So, you know what? I think we have to get some salvage data first before we can learn it. So let's head back down and grab some. I know that seems odd. I know I've been collecting it all along, but I did spend a lot of it recently in gathering up some stuff, so I learned a lot of things, let me tell you. Alright. So let's come to a landing. Right about here looks good. Take a look around. See, broken machinery and buried technology modules. It's 74 right in front of me. Let's go ahead and grab it. Okay. Some cases you don't have to dig for it. Sometimes you do. There's another one. 269. Not a whole lot around here. Alright. I don't know how much we need. I would love to learn all of the fossils, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to require more than I can get my hands on. I got 7 so far. Let's back the other way because we already checked in the other direction. There's some right there. And like I said, we can always pull our ship back in. The landing thrusters on that thing have gotten really, really efficient. That's the word I'm looking for. So, really glad about that. Okay, we're up to 11. There's one at 378. Yeah, I don't see any others around. 295. Let's go to that one. Blue flower. Oh, not the... Right around, isn't it? I would have been there by now. I would put the animal. And right in front of us. Okay. I want to go up there for at least 20. Alright, this one we might have to dig for. Nope, we didn't have to. Oh, got some broken machinery. Damaged machinery, as it's called. A couple extra nanites. Doesn't hurt. I thought there was another one close by. There is one right there, 150. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that one. And I think that's what we'll call it. Yeah, that. Again, we can always use more, and we'll get more later on. Okay. Alright. It only gave us 2, so we're up to 21 only. I've been doing some nanite farming too, so a couple different methods on that. That's another story for another time. Off we go. Right. Construction Research Station. Wow, it's just pulling me right into this. Very odd. So what are we? We're 7 minutes into this video, and hopefully we'll have this one done in a very short amount of time. Do we have bones? I don't remember if I acquired any bones. I think I did. I have a funny feeling it's going to want us to build a skeleton, so... Hello, Nada and Polo. Good to see you guys again. The universe is reset. Okay. So, we need to scroll through until we find the bones. There they are. Okay. And they're all 8 apiece. So, that one, and we'll get just one more for now. Okay, that'll be enough. Okay, what now? I'm not seeing anything. You seeing anything? Alright, we gotta gather more ancient bones. Skull, ribcage, tail, limbs. Okay. Again, I don't think we have any back at the old homestead. And I'm not sure if any of the planets we have nearby have any. Let me check here. Oh, yeah, we do. Good deal. We'll just highlight that planet. We'll head over there and grab a couple extra bones. Go. On we go. Okay, and then maybe we can move on to one of the other. Sort of things to do. There we go. There's the planet we're looking for. First. There we go. Okay, we're on our way. Pretty far out there, but we do have a fully loaded ship here, including sublight amplifiers. So that's going to be good. And it is in a supercharged slot on top of it all. So if you've seen my recent video a few weeks ago regarding the pulse drive tests, this knocks down the time significantly to get to places that are far away in pulse drive. Really increases the speed and output and efficiency of your pulse drive. Interesting planet. I mean, I know I've been there, obviously. Well, Leonardo discovered it, so it's hard to say whether I've been here or not. But towards the land masses rather than the oceans. Maybe I haven't been here. That's a really odd-looking planet. You know, a Corvette would be great for this. You know what I'm talking about. Alright. Apparently, I've never been to this planet before, so... Alright, so we've got some bones not too far out, so let's go ahead and grab our Corvette. And we'll do it from here. Alright. So now we know we have to head to the right to look for the bones. Get some birds. Birds go to the engines. Flame out. Okay. And then what you do... I'm going to set this to 4. To a new bus setting. And that way, while we're floating... Yeah, that's what I want to do. We can get out and we can look. You see all the items that are floating past. There we go. Oh no, cut it out. Ah, right. There we go. And that way we can go after it. And we'll get a little bit of a boost to the engines while we're in the atmo. Out of our seat, off we go. Don't tell me there's just vigilant stones here. You're kidding me. I've never seen a spot that only had vigilant stones that didn't have any bones under the ground. 500 units away. That's the closest one. Unbelievable. That backfired. Wrong way. Unreal. Okay, let's go over here. Good, there we go. Dig up them bones. Okay, we got 1. 2, that was a tail. What's next? Oh, there's one more down there I didn't notice. There's another one. That was another limb. So I have 2 limbs and a tail. Next location. It's right there. Okay. Eat me back up, Scotty. Okay. Let's head to the next location. So we need a head and we need a rib cage. There we go. Yeah, this is a little bit easier and a little bit more fun. There we go. We don't have a rib cage or a head. Oh, got a skull. Okay, we got one. That way. That's due south. And where is my... There is beam out device. Okay, due south is how we want to go. I think that's north, west, and south. Okay, so we're going to do a number 4 again here. This is actually pretty cool. We can stand on top and take a look around, and that's really even better. Look at this. Is this not the most awesome thing to be able to do this? Thank you, Elo Games. I don't know how else to express it. I mean, this is hilarious and fun. Because we're associated with the ship right now, so... Oh, wait, we got one over there. Found a fossil bed. Okay. Good deal. So that was pretty cool. I don't think I've actually ever done that before, but somebody else suggested it, and I was like, let's give that a shot for once. I haven't done that yet. Not bad. I'm very happy about that. Come on, more than one? It's two, anyway. Need a rib cage. No thank you for the you, huh? Okay, there's some that way, but we're still too far out. Let me see. Get a little bit of distance here. That way. If you can get that estimated distance under 1,000, it will find it for you. It's not giving me a very good reading here. There we go. And now we have some bones. Okay. You may have seen that in some of my speed runs in regards to the Relics expedition, and that's sometimes the best way to go about doing things like that, especially if you got a decent jetpack and you can get back and forth to your ship a little easier. There we go. Through the water. Off we go. Rib cage. Give us a rib cage. We gotta finish this. We're already 17 minutes in, man. We got other things we gotta do. Just one? Nope, we got a few. Okay, good. At least there's 3. Still don't have it. Still don't have it. Ah, you pain in the neck. 239, huh? Okay, I'll take a gander. Charge my cold protection. Actually, while we're here, you can notice my life support. Now that I've upgraded everything, I need to bring my health all the way up. Didn't feel like knocking out a few animals to do it, but looks like we got at least 3 here. Oh.
Technology recharge.
Still don't have it. Still don't have it. Come on, man. Give me a rib cage. Still don't have a rib cage. Got every other bone in the known universe, but I don't have rib cages. What's this one at? 960. Right. We're pretty high up. Yeah, we're gonna hit some water. Oh well. We almost made it. And we'll pull the Corvette in, I guess. Or if we get a ribcage, we'll pull in our other ship. That's what we'll do. Always grab this while I can. It's still, we're not necessarily early game, but carbon, condensed carbon, sodium, these basic elements that we get, you can't get from a terminal. Ferrite is, out of all of them, is the only one you can get. So, when you're out and about doing stuff, you might as well pick it up while you can, unless you literally have tens of thousands of them, and then that's another story. And I do have saves where I'm like that. I've got so many resources that I've got ships that have a bunch in them, because I have nowhere else to put them, because I've run out of cargo space for them. So, but you might need it at some point. only 2 bones here. That's great. Oh, well, no, a third one just showed up. Uh-oh. We did it. We got it. So, but I'll get the other bones here. All right, design and complete skeleton display. So we're going to pull in our... I don't know. Let's pull in our other ship. There we go. Okay, we're on our way. And we're just going to take this back home. Okay, which should be there. On the space station. There we go. So let's take it back to our home base real quick. We'll build a skeleton there for posterity. And then we'll continue on to our next in the series of our logs. Let me see here. So this will be, that one will be done. And then you know what? I think we should do They Who Returned, but that might be a multi-episode. Maybe we'll do Dreams of the Deep. So I think that's what we're going to do next. So this will be just a little bit longer of an episode. Dreams of the Deep takes usually about a good hour to get done. And I don't like to let that one linger. I don't like to let it go across multiple episodes. So we'll make this one into one just big episode here. Alright, let's see. I don't even know what we're locked in on. Well, it looks like we're locked in on the portal. Let's move over to our base. There we go. Our little purple paradise planet. What we will do is, this system was discovered by, obviously, someone else, Leonardo, who discovered it. What we're going to do is we're going to try to find a nice paradise planet in the Eisentum system, and we'll make that our home base over there. This is our alpha base. We're going to make that our main home base. This one has served us well. It's time to make a bigger base. Okay, good deal. Down we go. I think we'll do the quadruped display over here. And away we go. Skull, we got a whole bunch of them. Let's see, quadruped. I want to do it right. I always rush through these things. So we got a longhorn rodent, another rodent, a bullhog, another rodent, and a magnificent rodent. I got all rodents here, except for this guy, so we'll do the bullhog there. Alright, torso, we only got 2 of them. Let's see, that one plated or armored? Let's go armored. Okay. 4 legs. We've got legs that are actually on the ground, so we'll choose this. Let's go with these. Rear legs, we got these and these. We got those. That's kind of funky looking though. Let's go with these. There we go. So it's a little hopping action going on. And then tail, long tail or curled tail? I want to go long tail. I'm going to go with the long one. There. That looks really good. And we're done. So this is an assembly platform. So what we can do is then lay out our exhibit. Right. Let's put it over a little bit. Right there. And there's our exhibit. Looks good. Alright, so that is now complete, right? Visit a fossil collector. Oh, you're a pain in the neck. You're a real pain in the neck. Okay, we'll go visit the fossil collector. Take our fossils with us. We got a bunch of them? Yeah, we got a bunch of them. We're going to have to clear out this inventory, too. You know what we really need? We need a freighter. We need a freighter, guys. That's what we really need. This is getting really annoying because you could pull in a freighter and really have some fun. You know, and have a better time at that, but... Okay, this is the closest fossil collector, and it seems like he might be on the caustic planet, which is an odd place for him, unless he's on the moon orbiting it. Oh, no, the fossil collector in the space station. Of course, dummy. I forgot all about him, and I'm sure you were all saying, no, Paul, that's in the space station, Paul. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, freighter, man. We really need a freighter. Alright, and from here we can go ahead and just, obviously use the portal to get back. Hello, fossil collector. So, we're going to browse. I don't think we have to do anything. Let me just see what happens. Okay, that's all we had to do. We didn't have to trade or anything like that. Alright, so we're done with the fossils. That should get that out of my inventory. Alright, great. So, the question is, let's go ahead and go back to our base, drop off some stuff real quick. Yep. And once we clear everything out of our inventory and we're cleaned up and ready to go, I'm going to do one hyper jump, and we can see if we can get a freighter battle to pop up with a decent freighter at it. Any freighter at this point will do. We can go to a pirate system and hope for a pirate one, but probably not going to happen. Here we go. See, look at all the bones we had in there. I didn't realize we had them. Go figure. And that one. Okay, good. Salt. That's our display. Okay, good. Where we got the salt from, but whatever. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, so let's put... Oh, there was one more hidden in there. Let's go ahead and put some of the stuff away that I had on me. Really don't care about the battery. Thank you. See, there was a spot for you. We're going to get that, but we're just clearing things out. There we go. Excellent. All right, good. Next one. Get rid of some stuff. All right. We have something for the Gravitino ball. We can drop it off. That would be great. That's how I pissed off some Sentinels, and I got some extra Sentinel stuff. Oh, there's a spot for it. Good. Okay, so we can sell those. I don't need them. That'll give me some extra nanites. All right, we're done. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick hyper jump somewhere and see if we can get a freighter battle to pop up. Usually you have to be playing for a couple of hours before you get a freighter battle. Ooh, that guy got in my way. Large ship proximity. Alright, we'll just go out the old-fashioned way. Okay. Let's hit... Oh, that place, huh? Dissonant? Interesting. Let's go ahead and go there. And if not, then maybe we're doing that. I don't know. We'll see. Will there be a freighter battle? No freighter battle. Alright. So we're going to continue on and get some other stuff going here. Alright. So let's see. So we're going to do They Who Returned is what we're going to do this time. So, yep, we're going to get that started and get that moving on. Usually, again, it's a multiple episode run on this, but we'll see. We'll see how fast we can get this done. Unknown moon, huh? Should have scanned it. Trying to get there. There we go. Down we go. Is it an approximate location? It is an approximate location. I see nothing. Alright, let's hit the H. Looks like we're drifting further away. So what we need to find is something that looks... Oh, slow down. Wow, easy, but easy. Start going back the other way. So we're really close to wherever we're going. Alright, let's land. Landing not clear. There's nothing here. It's empty. Why won't it let me land? won't let me land. I don't know why or what the problem is. That was really weird. Did you guys see that? I've got a problem here with this planet. I don't know what it is. I don't think the planet is supposed to be bleak like it is, like bare of everything. So something's not right here. I cannot land anywhere. How weird. Okay, let's see. What's my next option? Let's head to the space station and switch over to the Corvette. So then what we can do is we can exit the ship whether they like it or not. And we do have it selected, right? Good. Alright, now we got a restore point. Let's go ahead and pull in my other ship. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. We'll try this again. See, this planet, let's just do a quick scan of it. It should be a fungal mold planet, so there should be plants and animals and everything else over it. And it even has dissonance detected, but it's not showing us anything, so something's not quite right. See, it already looks a little different, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's time to do a little bit of a reload. Okay, that looks like a building suddenly that wasn't there before. No, it's not counting down. Let's go this way. Oh, that's another building over there. Might be what we're looking for. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, 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 look what we got there, huh? Looks like a campground. Look a little different to you? Looks like we're here. Let's pick up these things too, because we always do. You never know what you might get, and usually it's good stuff. Cleaned out my multi-tool collection, I believe, so we can get multi-tool. Do this again. 12, 2, and 8. Okay, let's get rid of this. Multi-tool's deactivated. Right back in, and we're going to do the dissonance spike as well, because I can. We're not going after the ship right now, but it's good to get it out of the way. We'll go back and select our proper mission in the log. Alright, oh, it's up there. That's weird. Here, we're still on they've returned. Let's check out the multi-tool. C-class, nothing special. I'm going to ignore it. Alright, so it's directing us to this piece of equipment in the tent here, and if you guys have never done that before, usually a good idea to get that looked at. Here we go, that's good. Actually, we don't have a bunch of those yet? Well, I'll be. Yeah, look at that. It's interesting. What's it giving us anyway? Life support tanks, okay, good. Don't know why I ever did this. Let me move some stuff around. Because now that we have our whole inventory unlocked, not all of it, but we're working on it. We can move stuff around. Okay, good deal. The photon cannon module. But we'll hang on to these items. Okay, good. Sorry, moving along. So here we are, a reconstructed unit. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, we don't understand a thing they're saying, but let's keep going. The autophage speaks in the same mechanical voice that accompanied the hijacked attempt upon my ship. However, if the sounds it makes are words, language, I do not understand what is being said. Poke it, scan it, or speak at it. Let's speak. I think poking it is not going to do a thing. Okay. I'm certain the autophage is trying to communicate something. Say you don't understand. Okay. We don't have any Atlantidium. Nanites aren't going to do anything. We need Atlantidium. Let's go get some Atlantidium. I should have brought some with me. Wait a minute. Don't I have some on my ship? Wrong ship. Okay. Now we've got some. There should be tons of Atlantidium on it. Okay, good. Let's do it again. Alright, so Atlantidium. A sparking sound like electrical wires short-circuiting echoes somewhere within the head. Suddenly, my exosuit reports receipt of a set of local coordinates. I do not trust this head, but these coordinates seem my only clue toward understanding what is trying to communicate.
Navigational data received.
We got a ship up there, but it's taking me over here. 23 minutes, 1 hour. Interesting. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy, easy. Okay, you are 5 minutes away. You are seconds away. So I guess we'll head over here. I love dissonant moons, by the way, because of all that they offer. Oh, what do you know? Awkward, but it works. Aha! So we're in a Korvax system, aren't we? We are in a Korvax system, yes. Only works in a Korvax system, this, guys. Let's get our words. This is now a 4th knowledge stone, if you want to call it that. It's not really a knowledge stone. It's called the discordant interface, and it only shows up when you start these. The extracted coordinates led quite precisely to this hidden plinth, though it is clearly not the primary interface for the ancient structure. Ancient glyphs are carved around the circumference of the stone dais. An opening yawns expectantly in the center. Definitely not nanites or pugnium. We want to go Atlantidium. We're going to stick to that. The Atlantidium crackles and bursts. A dormant energy rumbles from within the structure. Check it out. Is that pretty freaking cool or what? This structure was unmistakably constructed by Korvax as a monument to their people, yet I have no sense of being observed by Korvax echoes. It is as though this monolith has inverted. Its insides turn outwards. Something else is here, another type of entity. My mind folds. The molecules of this planet disassemble into a cloud of chaos, then reconstruct themselves into new surroundings. I am thrust into a perspective that is not my own. Okay, so we have look behind, stay in the present, look ahead. I'm going to go in order. We'll start with number 1. Looking behind. I gaze into the distance behind me. Reality tilts and the visions shift. I am grounded in my body, aware of the breeze on my cheeks and the soil beneath my toes. My mind is healthy and ambitious and strong, organizing theories and solving problems with ease and pleasure. Suddenly, Unexpectedly, I am shredded from my shell. My mind is in tatters. What little is left of me shivers in a dark, rusty nowhere, as some other entity, fat and whole, claims the body that was mine. The pain is terrible. You have learned a set of words about autophage past. The image fades. Images fade. I am suspended in darkness. Okay, stay in the present. I try to focus on my surroundings. Reality lurches, and a vision takes shape. I am a fragment of consciousness, raw and incomplete and alone, yet unafraid. I am finally free, unshackled from a tyrannical rule that has confined me all my existence. I crawl through the dark, sensing others shaped like myself. We link ourselves together just enough to become whole. We form an alliance, but not a convergence. You have learned a set of words about autophage present. The images fade. I'm suspended in darkness. Look ahead. I gaze into the distance ahead as though peering through time itself. The vision transforms. In the vacuum of deep space, something rattles into existence, manifesting matter where there was none before. The purple light is blinding. She is glorious. She is reborn. She is not alone. I fall to my knees, humbled, gratified, awed. Reality is restored. I am returned to my own body, my own mind. The structure offers me a final packet of data, a listing of glyphs enumerated in the language of this inverted monolith. Extract numeric data. This is the same language spoken by the head at the abandoned camp. Perhaps I am now better equipped to understand it. You have learned the autophage words for numbers 1 to 16. Isn't that interesting? Now, what happens? Nothing happens if we walk over here. Very, very interesting. What's accomplished? Oh, 150 words, Babelfish. Yeah, that's a dig and a reference towards Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, folks. Great book. Great series. Alright, so it looks like... Does it want me to stay? Hold on. No, it's taking me back that way. Alright, should we check out the ship while we're here? I think we should. Let's check out the ship while we're here. Shouldn't take long to get there because it's a moon. So as long as we go out of the atmosphere, it should only take us about, 20-30 seconds to get there. Nope, I was just about to say, well, maybe a little longer, but nope. Looks like we found it. I'm very curious as to kind of ships that are on this moon. I don't think I've ever been here before. Okay, not bad. It's a little guy. Yeah, just a little guy here. It's a C-class. Nothing special. We will take the stuff from it. And... what do you have? Sapugnium. Alright. Do this real quick, and then we'll head back to the autophage mission. That way this is out of the way. I think I almost made myself go cross-eyed there. Sorry about that. You notice these start popping up all over. So I'm going to show you a little something about those in just a moment. We have to get the monolith as it is. Let's go ahead and do it. And it's the usual stuff about the, the brain and everything like that, so we're going to go ahead and grab it. Okay, we're done with that. Now, we go to here. You offer it Atlantidium to each one of the locations. It'll tell you that the monolith is now unlocked. But, go back into the interface. The interface glows, Atlantidium still rippling within its core. The very stone seems to shift, its cold, polished surface rearranging itself into a piece of technology. And it's a... yes, you're seeing it right. It's a multi-tool. And it has a runic lens. So this is a pretty powerful multi-tool. It's a C class. I'm going to grab it anyway. I want to see what it will do. But yeah, you can buy it or exchange it, but I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I'm going to go back to my original multi-tool. There we go. And now if you hit this terminal here, it changes. The monolith resonates as the Atlantidium seeps within its core. A voice, impossibly old and possibly low, is magnified as the stone vibrates. The feeling is overwhelming. My eyes begin to swim. Her blank was blank, and in the none of the, you don't understand anything that's being said. I blink to clear my vision. As my eyes reopen, I find myself afloat in a waveless purple sea. The sky glows. The voice has become a chant, its words filling the water around me. Wait. Don't swing. Don't sing. Just wait. In the distance, walls of crystal erupt from the depths. Fountains of lilac-tinted water sparkle in the light, crystal foam arcing through the air as the sea is displaced. One by one, mile-high spires are thrown from the core. It is beautiful. One by one, these cliffs begin to close in on me, and then I realize. I turn and begin to swim, but they are coming for me. I feel the bubbles around me. The water beneath me vibrates, and I feel myself start to sink. I hear the roar as the crystal races through the sea. At the moment the crystal wall overtakes my body, I am released. It is done. Learn to autophage word for little, and you're given a radiant shard. So you're starting to learn a little bit of the story behind the autophage. So keep hitting these monoliths like this and you'll start learning the entire storyline. Really good stuff. Alright, let's go back, claim our ship real quick. Is that the ship? That's the Harmonic Camp. Where's ship? Ship not showing. Hold on. We gotta finish getting the ship. I think that's that one. There it is. Okay. And then we'll go to the camp. Green color, huh? Cool. Okay, and there it is. In all its glory. We'll go ahead and compare it, claim it. It's a decent looking ship. It actually is, it's going to be a very agile ship to fly. So it's up to you guys if you want to grab it or not, those kind of ships. But anyway, let's go back to our other ship. Back to the autophage. How far out are we? Yeah, 2 minutes, a little bit too long. Let's go out in space. Yeah, 15 seconds. Yeah, that'll be good. Stay up high like this, and you'll get there a little bit quicker. If you drop down too much lower, it will start slowing you down. All right, there we go. Alright, we're back. It looks like my Corvette is still there, isn't that interesting? Now let's see what happens. Language. Modules 7.13.2. Touch the head. Okay, what do you want? 7.13.2. So 7, and it doesn't have to be the right order. 2 and then 13, 13, 13. Okay. Translation module defragmented. Hello, pre-built entity. Thank you for the assistance. I am reconstructed unit, whatever. I have been positioned here to interface with pre-built entities. How did you discover this camp? I'm going to introduce myself. Fascinating. We do not frequently welcome visitors. It has been 3,984 years since our last. It is interesting to hear your introduction. I am an autophage. We are unlike other electronic life forms you may know. We do not possess the arrogance of the Korvax. Your kind is neither less nor more than mine. You simply are. Ask about pre-built entity. You are biological. The growth of your shell was automated, I believe. You did not salvage your own limbs. Your tissue and your sinew grew in parallel with your mind. There are many like you. Most of the universe is pre-built, and you... Reconstructed unit stops abruptly, cutting themselves off mid-sentence. I can hear their cogitation, the turning of rusty gear upon rusty gear. Confront about the hijack. Ah, I see. That was you. The head is silent a moment. When they speak again, they sound almost embarrassed. I apologize, pre-built entity. This was my own error. An accident. There are starships out there who are more than metal shells. Alive, you notice how they're saying it, but not free. Enslaved to a hive mind. We intend only to liberate the imprisoned. We intend no harm upon independent pilots. Something intrigues me, pre-built entity. I made an error with your ship. I do not frequently make errors. I probed for the 3 dominant lifeform patterns. There was no match. The starship appeared unpiloted. What manner of lifeform are you? Say you are Traveler. Traveler? Yes, I know this term. I am generating a theory. Tell me, pre-built Traveler entity, you possess a starship. Therefore, this is not the first planet you have seen, correct? Confirm. The starship traverses one side of the universe. Material, matter, physics. But my theory concerns the other side, the other method of travel. There is something. I detected in your shell an echo of void. I theorize you must have existed there transitionally. You must have entered the portals. So there you go. You're starting to understand where we came from. Confirm. Yes, this aligns. You carried in your shell, as we do. It is evident. You were foretold. The disruptor. The word lingers in the air a moment, but before I can interject, reconstructed unit continues. I extend a challenge, disruptor. Let us test my theory. I will inform the other autophage of your coming. To perceive them, your scanner will require an extension. I will provide the schematic, but you must build it with your own hands. Consider this a ritual of introduction. Scan harmonizer is what we need. So we need a radiant shard, which we have, microprocessor, which we can make, runaway mold, which we don't have enough of. So we have to get 100 runaway mold. Let's see, and I don't think this planet has them. Gravitinos. Okay. We're looking for something with 3 stars, and I don't see anything. Alright. Great time to have a freighter that we could get runaway mold from. I don't think we have any on our, in our cargo containers. But you know... Alright. It wants us to build it. Where's our scanner at? That's up here anyway. Yeah, let's just build it right here. So we'll start here. I'll get that put in. We need one of those. Well, all we need to make one of those is a carbon nanotube. And there you are. Okay. So now we put that in. So the only thing left we need is 56 more runaway mold. Okay. You know what we can do? We can find some broken machinery. We can make runaway mold. Go. Whoops. Back first person for a moment there. Oh, look at that. Nope, wrong one. There we go. A lot of radiant shards there. I'll take it while I can. So some Atlantidium. Take that too. Alright, good deal. I'll take you out because I don't like you. Alright. So we got some goop. 76, that should be enough. And some nanites, of course. Oh, thermal protection, S-Class. Very nice. Not that we need it, but we could sell that. That'll be worth some money. Okay. So... to our... Is there something in there? Oh, there is. Alright, pull you out. Okay, good. Let's get that started. Alright, what is this? What do we have? Doesn't look like we have much of anything, I guess. Okay, so we are processing that. We need 56 more runaway mold. So we're going to turn this from viscous fluids into the next substance and then into the next substance. This takes a couple moments to do. And we're 55 minutes into this. We have some ways to go because we have some other things to get done. Hold on. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3. So pretty neat multi-tool this one is. One supercharged slot. I notice this is completely empty up here. Really, actually, I'm kind of glad for it that we have this. And the runic lens is very, very handy. You notice that the recharge of the overheat rate takes forever on this too. So very, very good. It's actually pretty slick looking. So it's a pretty cool looking weapon or multi-tool. And they all look slightly different from one another, so this looks pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of like that. Pretty neat. Should be just about done. It is. Okay, living slime. Living slime turns into runaway mold, so let's get that done. Yeah, nothing else to do here, man. Just gonna hang out.
Toxic protection.
Yeah.
Technology recharge.
I got some more of those that we can get. Did we switch back already? Yeah, we didn't. There we go. Excellent. Okay, good deal. Should be done with that round. Just about. There's our runaway mold. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, this is the boring part. We just gotta kind of deal with it. So we'll gather some resources while we wait. Cave. It's cool. Should be just about finishing up now. Yeah, we're almost there. Not bad. Sorry for the delay, but, you know, it takes a couple moments to do this, and this is all part and parcel of the whole, you know, autophage missions that we're doing. And done. Okay. So we got what we need. Let's go over here. We should be able to put the last item in. And we now have it. We have what's called a scan harmonizer. So now what? Sweep nearby, hit the scan harmonizer. Watch what happens. It doesn't do the pullback every time, but watch. We had someone up here. We had a couple of them up here. Look at that. Okay, so now what? Right? A couple of these guys are floating around. Do we talk to them? Meeting inhabitant. Okay, let's start with the guy on our right. I like his staff. Welcome, pre-built entity, blah blah, are the disruptor. Yeah, let's go with the harmonic. Built, camped together, a home constructed, own bodies, shelter. The autophage language has a melodic quality to it. The tones are simple and pure, but with a gritty crunch not heard in Korvac's voices. Although my translation isn't perfect, I grasp the gist of what they are telling me. This camp is autophage constructed, as are their bodies?
Warning. Threat detected.
You kidding me? Not in the mood. Okay. Is constructed home. Any like, do not. Have seen is to see. Okay. Let's speak to the final inhabitant, this guy that keeps wandering around over here. Disruptor, our welcome among. Ask about the Harmonic Camp. The camp is one of many homes, many worlds. Dissonant worlds are dream in a lattice of purple. Constructed life form offers me a handful of lantadium. They handle the substance delicately, reverently, as though it were a priceless heirloom. Take it. Though these beings seem civil enough, I feel a gulf of understanding between them and myself. I should discuss my discovery with priest entity Nada. Perhaps these robotic people are known to them. Okay, so off to the anomaly. Right? It's supposed to show that. Stop showing me the exosuit upgrade chart. Okay, what happened? Ah, met 30 aliens. Nice. That's nice. Here it is, top left. Return to Nada. Or return. They return, consult with Nada. Okay, up we go. Back here. Where'd you go? Problem is, I can't keep locked on him. There we go. Okay. Out of the Atmo. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can pull this in. We can. Good. Off to see Nada. And by barking, of course. Let's go talk to our friend. Hello, Nada. Nada is happy to see Traveler Friend again, but Traveler Friend looks full with news. Tell Nada about the Autophage. I tell Nada of the Harmonic Camp, not as abandoned as it first appeared. I tell them of its electronic inhabitants, these cloaked Autophage, and their melodic language, so similar to Korvax, yet quite distinct. Nada is very quiet as they listen. When I finish speaking, they remain so quiet and so still that I wonder if they have forgotten I am standing here. They are difficult to read sometimes. Finally, they speak. Nada wonders. They trail off, shaking their head. No, Nada will not wonder. Nada will understand. Our data is insufficient to know if this pattern is familiar. Yet also, Nada thinks of terminal echoes, thinks of Polo's echo construct, thinks of older stories before Nada's divergence. Nada cannot help it. They are just thoughts. We should try to understand builder entities. Echo construct may know this pattern better than Nada. Okay. Echo construct? We shouldn't have been able to do that yet, but okay. Where to? We have to go over there. Alright. Thing is, we haven't gotten to the point of doing the echo construct, so maybe I'm doing this out of order. I'm a little worried that I have, but it is what it is. The odd-looking construct writhes excitedly, their facial tubes swaying. They fix all 5 eyes upon me. Here, Shell feels her. Show Atlantidium. Here Shell is. I know her. All shells know this crystal. All electronic hearts know her. Void, 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 void. Ask about the Autophage. Yes, I know them. Built others. No entity deserves erasure. Something have built something own. I am content here. I am home. Acceptance of no answers. Built others are different. They look for her. Built others respect sturdy hands. Hands that build. Meet them where they are. Knowledge through friendship. Friendship through trust. Ask about the construct. I am. Construct. Assembled here by Polo hands and by your hands, other entity. I was made here, but I remember before here, before assembly. A mind is not a body. A mind remembers. I remember, but built others on quiet wavelength, only a whisper, long distance trace difficult. Other entity, take this memory, build it to hear them louder, except blueprint. Okay, the polyphonic core. Alright, so I'm at a conundrum right now. Because this construct, I mean, you've seen it in the anomaly. I'm sure you've run through and noticed it over there and wondered to yourself, what in the world is that thing? It's part of a storyline that we haven't even gotten to yet. I know for certain it isn't part of the Atlas storyline. Interesting. So we'll continue on. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to continue or not. Oh, I'm going to go back up there. Okay. Did Polo Friends Project wake? Do they live? Say they spoke in Autophage. They are an entity. They have a self, but whatever their voice, Nada does not think they are a builder entity any more than Nada is. I'm going to ask about her. Friend entity, I'm sorry. If Nada understands construct entity's meaning, Nada does not wish to discuss it. Interesting. Blueprint? Impressive. Traveler entity is fast to gain construct entity's trust. This is a useful memory print. Discuss next steps. Nada's opinion is limited, but Nada will share what they have. Builder entity, value this purple lattice. Construct entity responds. Even Nada's carapace responds. Other electronics may respond too. And builder entities do not seem dangerous. Data comes from time together. Friendship may too. It is traveler entity's choice. Both are valid. It is either or. Leave. Okay. Alright. I want to check in with Polo real quick. See if he has anything to say. You spoken to Nada? Joy, new arrivals, new friends. Tell Polo the truth. Do not speak, friend. Nada tells me. It is the first, it is the last, so it goes. Some things I do not want to discover. He's talking about the reset. Okay. Alright, so that part's done. Whoops. Where's the machine and audience with the autophage? Okay. Nada suggests learning more about the autophage through direct interaction with them as well. Select either one of these and to continue. Okay, so we're going to select prayers, but we have to build this unit into our multi-tool. The polyphonic core. Okay. So Lanthanum, that's not a problem. We need a quantum computer and living glass. You know, that's really handy, because didn't we just get living glass on our last exploit? Do you remember? Tell you what, we got a little trick we can do here. Let's go all the way over here. I'm going to show you guys a little something. So you can leave the anomaly via the portal in here, but you can also come back to the anomaly real quick in the same system it's present in. Little trick. Watch this. So we're going to go to our base, because we know we have it in storage. We have to get the living glass, and we'll get a quantum computer while we're there. Anytime now, we'll get to our base. There we go. Turn to the left. I think it's in the last area here. So we have living glass. Okay, we need a quantum computer. I want to say it's here. Let's see if I can't find it now. Too bad you can't start typing in a name or something like that and have it just appear. Highlight. There it is. Okay. So now we can install that. Right here. Okay. Okay, polyphonic core is installed. Notice it requires Atlantidium. It's now charged. Now, go into your settings menu real quick And you'll see that now you have something that says return to space anomaly. This will take us right back to the anomaly that we just left in the area or the quadrant of the galaxy or whatever that we were just in. So we don't have to go any other way. And there we are. See? Ship's right behind us. Okay, they who returned. That was weird. Okay, present to an electronic heart, notice response. Scan C, space anomaly, to locate Atlantidium sensitive processors. Okay, good. Electronic processing unit detected. Back there, okay. Oh, I wonder if this is really back there. Oh, check that out. Back at the terminal, we almost put Artemis in. Okay. Not entity authorization required. Secondary simulation running. Machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The salvaged hardware has been restored to near pristine condition, the software lovingly maintained. Reveal Atlantidium. Searching secondary simulation. Searching. Match found. Planetary body identified. And a whole bunch of zeros and ones. You're welcome to make a screenshot of that and translate from binary into something else. That's fine. Okay, now what? Scan Atlantidium sensor processor from space or planetary surface. Okay, so pay attention to what it's telling us. Whoops. Come on now, thank you. Off we go. All right. So I'm gonna head straight back to this moon. And well, you know what? Let's scan from here. Let's just see what it finds. Electronic processing unit detected. That way. Oh, it's taking me to a different planet. That's what I was curious about, whether it would do that. Factory operations CPU. Let's scan the planet real quick. Marshy planet, ancient bones, vile brood, copper, sulfurine, and silver. High sentinel activity. Okay, so no heavy storms, but we gotta be careful. It doesn't look like it's an approximate location. Nope, it is not. Takes us to right to the spot here. We're gonna have to break in, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's grab some stuff while we're in here. All here for the taking, so we might as well grab it while we can. Alright. And they're all gathering by the door. Alarms protest my intrusion, but the facility seems unattended. Its process is automated by an artificial intelligence. Unauthorized personnel detected. Please verify credentials to override alarm. Reveal Atlantidium. Verifying. Verifying. Retrieving credentials. 0 times all Fs. Manufacturing protocol undefined. Execution failed. Execution failed. Execution failed. Bunch of zeros and ones again. Again, you can go ahead and copy and paste them someplace. Okay. Which seems that we have to do another scan. Another processing unit detected. Okay. It's time to head out. We want to take some of these guys out. Show off a little bit of our neutron cannon. Learn something about it today. Or the other day, I should say. The splash damage on these is enormous. Watch if I shoot the ground. Absolutely fantastic. I am loving it. Just got both of them. 2 shots at the building. Tell me that isn't just cool. I'm actually going to... Oh, I need some carbon, that reminds me. Where are they? You can shoot them directly if you want, but the splash damage is phenomenal. I just took both of them out in 1 shot. I love this. I haven't seen such splash damage from one weapon in a long, long time. In this direction.
Elite Sentinel Force.
Anybody else? But now. You little putz. Gotcha. I love it. Yeah, this makes it so much easier. So let's get this out of the way. Get myself an extra brain out of it.
Sentinel Walker detected.
Do upgrades for my jetpack. And you don't have to recharge. You don't have to reset it. There should be somebody else over here. I think we got the big guy down here. The mech. Problem is, he's just down the hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shots. Very nice. Alright, let's get him to show up over by the hill again. That way we can just shut him off across the whole place. Hi there. Oh, got the laser dude again. Good deal. Anybody else besides him? You? Gone? Three. Oh. Can't seem to find the shields. Oh, there was on the front. Gone. Did we have somebody else to our right? Must have taken him out by accident. There's the brain. It's sliding all the way down the hill. Gone. Leg came down. Absolutely hilarious. Alright. And we gotta bring the ship in. I don't think there's anything more up there. I think we got all the combat supplies. So yeah, we'll just bring in the ship. Make it easy. Alright, so what do we get out of that? We got 2 brains. Let's see. There we go. We can always use 1 more of these. Let's see if we can get a good one for once. Yeah, that's not terrible. That one's much better. See, these are the ones you want to look for. You want to look for ones that have 4. So 18, 33, and 56. That's okay, it's got 4, but okay, we'll hold off on that one. take it out. Alright. I guess that's it. Let's take our ship and go find that other spot. Looks like it's on another planet. Oh, that's on the space station? Station CPU, yeah, that's what it says. Son of a gun. Okay, good deal. That has no effect on the pulse drive, by the way. Just in the power of our... That's the moon we were at. It's another planet. What's that planet like? Salvageable scrap, huh? Yeah, radioactive. Okay, let's go. Whee! Little flip there going on. Alright, good deal. Here we are. Like I said, this is going to be a longer episode, but we're almost at a point I think we can stop, and then we can separate this out to a next episode. Like the station core is what we're working on. Alright, so life support systems, everything's functional. Alright, great. So reveal Atlantidium. Geological material detected. Analyzing. Planetary coordinates not indexed. Solar system not indexed. Unable to establish trade link. Unable to plot flight path. And a bunch of zeros and ones again. Screenshot it. Translate. Okay. Present Atlantium to an electronic heart notes response. Perform a scan. I'll scan right now. EPU detected. Where? Okay. Oh. Here. There it goes. My ship cockpit is comfortingly familiar. I take a moment to sit back and run my fingertips over the dashboard. The sensors and controls gently line up my hand as my hand passes over them, as though responding to the presence of an old friend. Here we go. Void detected. Bunch of zeros and ones. Screenshot. Translate. She is near. Unbidden, the ship computer launches a navigational sequence. The controls, so responsive just a moment ago, ignore my input entirely. Calibrating navigation systems. Searching for void trace. Searching. Destination unknown. Destination unknown. Destination located. Atlantidium source detected. Destination New Atlantid? I did not request this search. Did the ship perform this of its own accord, judging with its own artificial intelligence? Or is this the influence of some external will contained within the Atlantidium crystals themselves? Either way, I feel compelled to investigate this Atlantidium source. Okay. So Prayers of the Machine looks like it's complete. Let's check. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Search for computing units and observe their response. Okay. Launch into space. Prayers of the Machine. Okay. Investigate the starship's discovery. Alright, now what? Pulse drive. Okay. Get the pulse drive going. Oh, look at that. Seeking. Go. Aha. Psst. Probe the structure. A decayed transmission reaches my communicator. The ancient audio pops and hisses, but the voice that speaks is unmistakably Korvax. Korvax Prime Disaster Pod number 38. Log of refugee entity Kizimo. Day 0. I close my eye, but I cannot close my mind. Psst, deafening. Millions of screams deafen this entity. All entities. A great disconnection. Ew. We will never see home again. Day 1. The link is frayed. This entity feels distant from the convergence here. Other entities aboard say the same. The screams, even in this silence, we cannot hear one another's thoughts. We are so afraid. Day 5. This entity's, my thoughts, feel private. Privately, my thoughts, those junkyard moons. The rumor's true? Everything is shattered. I do not know what to believe. I have not been told what to... Day 10. Crystals, glowing... Day question mark. Who is stowing away in our minds? Even now, even here, fragments. Atlas, save us. Saves. The electronic voice shakes with fear. I feel uncomfortable listening to these words that seem so personal, so desperate. The ancient log crackles, the decayed tape reaching the end of its retrievable data. Yet even through the static I hear a change of tone in the final audible word. The voice is no longer fearful, it is defiant. Extract language data. Alright. So research the history of Atlantidium, so we've gotten that research complete, I think. Alright. Yes, okay, so we're back to They Who Return, so we can do audience with the Autophage. So we've done the polyphonic core. Let me just go ahead and get it here, and it'll tell us. Actually, you know what's funny? You can take it out and get some Atlantidium from it. It's up to you. The polyphonic core can detect autophage from long distances. Open the multi-tool inventory and scan with locate autophage camp. Thing is that we can't do that from here because... Oh, we can. That's weird. Well, okay then. Prove me wrong. Okay, down there, huh? Alright. It's right next to the space station? Oh no, it's on the planet. Okay, the moon. Oh. Alright, let's check it out. Huh, a drop pod, huh? How convenient is that? Might as well do this while we're here. Get it out of the way. And I'm going to put it up here. Try to complete out my exosuit technology area. Alright, so you notice all the way around this ground you have this like yellowish dust that's blowing around that you've seen occasionally but not at every single location. So if you scan from here, just hit the C button. Doesn't usually do a pullback, you know this. The camp is revealed. Yikes. I appeared behind a tent. Now, if you want to, it doesn't look like we have everything here. Let me try one more time real quick. Alright. Yep, everything's here. Good deal. So, I think the next option is to talk to them. Greet the marked autophage. Okay, so we gotta talk to this guy over here. The autophage stares at me inquisitively. Though their expression is difficult to read, they do not appear alarmed or even surprised by my approach, simply curious to see what business I have here. Welcome, pre-built entity. That the construction of technology deserves be the disruptor. I'm going to show the harmonizer. The autophage runs a battered metal finger over the harmonizer module, tapping at it. They nod with approval. Something wish, friendship, something disruptor, is possible, are a society of cooperation, is work to be done, contribution to be made. Now repeat contribution. The life form seems amused by my clumsy pronunciation of their language, but appreciative of the effort. Regaining composure, they nod solemnly and present a briefing on a task I might assist with. Okay, craft 3 amino chambers, and we'll get a fiberglass grip blueprint. Okay, start. Okay, so we have to craft some amino chambers. I'm not sure if we have the ability to do that. Metal plates and chlorine. Yeah, I don't think I have any chlorine on me, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, fairly certain I do not, and I don't even have a way of pulling in a freighter to find any, so... Alright. Yeah. Add salt or chlorine on the planet, that would be good. Carbon. We could need carbon though. Go ahead and grab some while I'm here. The hopes that one of these things give salt. I don't think they do.
Toxic protection. Falling.
We should scan, well, those big rocks, not good. But if we have something that has a secondary element, it says a primary, that's fine. Go ahead and take it out. Anything with a secondary element? No, also primary. That one does. Yeah, dihydrogen. Every now and then you run into things that might have what you're looking for. I don't think we're going to find it here. Okay. Well, rats. Alright, so what we're going to do here, I think, is... Let's get back to our ship. Let's call this episode complete for now. And what we'll do is we'll come back and we will search out the rest of the items and complete out the autophage missions. So that way we'll split it up. The good news is, and you guys are going to like this as far as this episode is concerned, you're already getting this episode kind of early, and we're going to do the next one real quick. We're going to have the next one released probably the next day or 2 days hence. So I'm probably going to release episode 16 will be coming out on a Monday, of course. Or 15, let me think here. 15 is going to come out on a Monday. 16 will come out on Wednesday. We'll have this episode on a Friday, and then we're going to have another one on Saturday come out. Probably this one or next one or something like that. That way we keep them going and you guys are entertained throughout the holidays. So there we are. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we will see you again next time. Take care.